Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do something so fun because as some of you might have seen, by the way, if you're new here, my name is Marta, but if you're not new here, then you probably have already seen that I pressed all of my Tammy Tanuka pigments, which I put in here. These three are just like tester pigments that I have from another brand. It's a Norwegian brand, so I'm not even going to mention it, but I'm just going to go ahead and swatch all of these pigments and try to show you all of the different shifts because they're all super stunning, and yeah, I just want to show you how they look and also a bit of how they perform after pressing them, because I have someone that are a little bit flaky. But I think I will just go ahead and swatch them, and I think I will just take them all up so that I can show you properly in different lighting and then swatch them, of course.
Just wanna
Okay, so now I have swatched all of these beautiful pigments and oh my god, I just like them so much. You can just see how sparkly they are, and yeah, I don't have anything like this, I believe, except from the Davina ones that I have, the Galaxy Dust Shifters, and I will be showing you a couple of comparisons of some of these with my Davina shadows as well, just so that you can see if there are any potential dupes from just the ones that I have though. But I would also like to say that these swatches were done without any sort of base. I just swatched them dry, so if some of them look a little bit flaky, then that's why. And obviously on the eye you would use a glitter base, so I'm sure that these will just perform really beautifully, and I'm so excited to use them. I do hope that this video was helpful for you if you were interested in buying some of the Tammy Tanuka Pigments. Obviously they will come in a loose form, but it's totally worth to press them if you prefer them that way. Although I do understand that it is quite a bit of a hassle if you don't like to do stuff like that, but I really like to, yeah, just to fiddle a little bit with my makeup, and I get to know my makeup a little bit better, because I did also make these tiny notes on the back of each pan. And obviously it takes a little bit of time to do all of this, but it's so worth it, at least in my opinion. I just brought out the different palettes where I have my Davina shadows just to compare, and I will start off comparing the shade Messier right here. And this one has a warm brownish base with a blue shift, and it's almost a little bit purpley as well. And I will compare this shadow with Matriarch, but also the shade She Who Takes Star Baths. So I will just swatch them here. So we have Messier in the middle, and then we have Matriarch here on the side. Obviously these are just pressed pigments, so they won't swatch the same way. Then it's the shade She Who Takes Star Baths. Okay, so we have the shade Matriarch by Tammy Tanuka here, then it's Messier, and then it's She Who Takes Star Baths. So they're all relatively similar, but as you can see they're even more sparkly, the pigments from Tammy Tanuka. But if you have been on the lookout for a shade similar to Messier, then here you have some very similar ones. The shade Geotech Starbats is a little bit lighter in the base, and then obviously there's a little bit of a difference. Oh, just getting pigment everywhere. And then there's a little bit of a difference in the shifts as well. I will just go ahead and turn down the lighting a bit. So I just turned down the lighting a little bit, and I'm just lighting with my phone. And here you can see a little bit more of the shifts that they have. So they're almost the same shift actually. I went ahead and also swatched out the shade Asteria just for comparison reasons, but as you can see it has a way greener shift. It's only the base that is similar. So if I were to compare it, it would have been with the shade Messier actually. But I also wanted to compare Celesta from Davina with the shade that is called Dragon Rider of the Sun. But as you can see, Davina's Celesta has way more of a green shift to them. So we'll go ahead and swatch them. So we have Davina's shadow right here, Celesta. And here we have the shade Dragon Rider of the Sun. So it's way more of a goldy shade, but it does have a greenish gold reflect to it. I believe the last ones that I want to just compare a little bit is the shade Cygnus from Davina with the shade Fiery Mistress and Ghost Fire Master by Tammy Tanuka. So I'll go ahead and put the Davina shadow here in the middle. So this is how Cygnus looks like. And then it's Fiery Mistress right here and Ghost Fire Master. So they have a little bit of the same colors. It's just that I feel like Cygnus is a bit warmer and the others are a little bit more pink toned. But Fiery Mistress also has almost the same shifts, I would say, but they are a bit different. And as you can see, the Davina ones are generally like more metallic, because obviously my Tammy Tanuka pigments are loose pigments that I just pressed without much binder. I did think that Luxie Beauty Snow Cone could be a little bit similar to the shade Liberator of the Dolphins, but I was clearly mistaken, because here you have the shade Liberator of the Dolphins and here you have Snow Cone. So they're quite different, honestly. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. Thanks for watching. Bye!